And that's something that this Fuse team can now try and draw upon. They're 2-1 down. They need to pick up this game of domination. Ooh. And someone just threw some pen and paper at me, so that's always a good thing. But excuse me, I want to start on board with Stainville here on Domination.
And we are seeing this Stainville, Notorious, gets taken down instantly here, and that's going to be 2 members down. Make that 3, as Justus is now going to get A and C, and I think this is actually going to force the members to spawn with a split here. So Fuse now has to just now start to get this home flag, so they find themselves down a couple points here.
Also, it's worth mentioning as well, for everyone sat at home watching the stream, and for everyone here at UMG Philadelphia in the crowd, a lot of people are going to know, as we mentioned at the very start of this broadcast, Big T from Team Optic Gaming is going to be retiring after this event, and he decided he wanted to hop in the booth. So the next game, he's actually going to be doing our job. He's going to be doing a little bit of casting, so well, that's going to be pretty exciting.
There goes our career.
Right, I know, right?
No, no, he's becoming a coach, so we're lucky.
Actually,
we're good.
That's true. That's true.
Right,
we're saved. Our
career
is saved. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But Big T will be hopping in the casting booth here at UMG Philadelphia, so you guys have that to look forward to. Make sure you're tweeting that out. But now, back in terms of the game, on board with Thing 2 here. And unfortunately, he is going to get taken out. And you can see the score as well, 19-9. Already a 10-point lead in favor of Justus. But let's not forget, the first game of domination, we saw just a 1-point differential separate them.
And normally, nice 2-piece there as Tipsy's going to connect with the knife. Throws one grenade there, rotates back around. And he's actually going to try to go for the neutral. Has one guy in front of him, is able to clean him up. That's going to be Stainville. That's going to be 3 members down. And this is not looking good for the members of Fuse.
Yeah, Starcraft once again struggling at the start of the game. He's only 1-4. So he is going to need to try and pick that up as Tipsy doing the smart thing, just pre-fire to that right hand side. As soon as he turned around, that Call of Duty timing for the win did manage to just get taken out.
Is that not the most frustrating thing in the world?
You're looking at a point, you stay there like 5 seconds, I should probably look at somewhere else. As soon as you turn, bang, shot from the side.
It makes me want to slam my hand in like a sliding door.
It makes me just want to cry, I'll be honest with you.
You want to cry?
I do. I would.
I have a beard though, so I can't like cry.
What has got a beard?
Manly.
What?
Yeah, men don't cry.
All right, if you say so. If you say
Ice
so.
He's going to be taken out there after missing a lot of shots. He's going to be cleaned up, jumping on board with Chino. He's going to be pushing through the catwalk. And Chino now slowly puts in, has one guy, cleans him up, and he's going to be taken out right on the catwalk.
Still, Justus do have that lead. However, they are going to be pinned into that B flag. Now you can see everyone's going to be spawning in there. Chino and Tipsy and Gucci all spawn in B, but it looks like Chino's going to try and escape. He's going to get immediately shut down there, so now it's going to be Gucci trying to do a little bit different, trying to push out the seaside, and this is going to be huge for Fuse. 4 players go down, and that is going to be that horrible, horrible spawn trap in full control by Fuse.
Look at the mini-map here. This is what I want everyone to see at home. Look at how they are positioned to make sure they are trapped in there. You have one guy on A stairs, you have another guy right in front of the kitchen, then you have a guy right around C stairs, and then you have one guy watching the kitchen. This is what you call spawn trapping. And rotates around, has one guy. There is going to be another one coming around the corner. He's at the top of the stairs. Wheat now just going to wisely just rotate back and say, you know what, I don't have any need to really push up. And he's rocking a Vector.
Right. And he's going ham. He's the last alive. There's 2. Not going to find the third, though, as Justus are going to finally get out. But it's worth mentioning, whilst that spawn trap was in effect, they had around about a 12 to 15 point lead. Yep. Now it's changed. It's actually Fuse who do have that advantage. However, the flags are being changed right now. It looks like someone has hopped on that Bravo flag for Team Fuse. However, quickly contested. No, he's going to be back on it. So now can Heist try and get back in that B flag and get it in their control as quick as possible. He may have to re-divert. Just now, Wheat looks like he's going to have to go to A. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If Justus can grab the A flag, they can try and set that B spawn trap themselves.
It's going to be tough for them to do so. They do have one guy in front of him. Heist is going to be able to clean him up. Has another guy make that 2 kills as Heist is starting to put on a little bit of a show here for the broadcast. No caster curse on this one.
I like it. I like it. He's going to have 3 kills to his name now in a quick succession. Oh, just as you say that, though, he does turn around. Tied game, 61-61, just as I said that, 63-62 in favor of Team Justus. So they do have just a very fragile 1-point lead. Now, are they going to be able to cap that B flag? Look out for Heist to try and go big here on the B domination. See Stainville, fantastic jump shot there. Managed to pick up that kill. Has the support of his teammate. Looks like they're going to try and control these 2 flags. They have just dropped down by 1 point. Nice play. Now they have the lead. His flag's going to get taken down as well. Heist is just going off right now. There's the third as well. Stainville's going to get taken out. Unbelievable play from Heist. He really has picked up his performance after that first game of domination. And right now, 14-9, 3 caps to his name. The last 30 seconds of this first side, it's going to be very, very close.
Very, very close here as Tipsy now gets 1 kill. He sees that B's going to be taken. He's going to be cleaned up from the back. Fuse now trying to show a little bit of life here as they are just trying to cap this. We are coming down to the wire. Benson, 15 seconds. 2 points separates these 2 teams.
Well, Oh, is it going to be another 1-point differential like we saw in that first game? It looks like it could very much be deja vu. 9 seconds left. 78-76. Tipsy just trying to pick up a kill on this right-hand side. It's tied at this point. 3 seconds left. Are they going to get any more points on the board? Nope. It's going to be a tied game. 78-78. Wow.
Well,
that makes life a little bit interesting.
Both teams actually...
Hey, it makes the maths easy.
Yeah. Well, whoever wins this next one will actually win our thing. Thanks, John. Oh, man. Taking a look at the stats here. Heist, 15 and 10, 3 captures.
I'm sorry, but Heist in that game of domination. Whoo!
Hamburger.
Ham and cheese?
The great Hambino.
The Philly cheesesteak.
Pow! The Philly cheesesteak. I thought we were doing ham.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, you can put ham in a Philly cheesesteak, right? Probably not. Probably not. I have to say, though, Philly cheesesteaks, how good are they?
I fell asleep. Sorry. What's up?
Oh, I hate you. I no longer like you.
Fine. That's weird. No, they are really good.
I haven't
gotten one yet since I've been here. Because the roads are completely covered
that is
in
the
snow.
thing. I was... Yeah, me and Hazard, many of you guys will know, he recently joined the Curse organization.
Yep.
Me and Hazard, we were kind of just, like driving through Philly, and we actually saw a guy get stuck, which was highly amusing. He was straight up stuck, his wheels just spinning around. I kind of said, oh, should we get out and help him? And then it's like, but it's kind of cold, so we just drove by.
Oh, so you did that thing where it's like, oh man, if I did this, I'd be such a good person. And then you just don't do it, but that little bit like, oh, if I did do it.
I would be a good person, but we just kind of kept on going.
You're the reason why.
We can't have nice things?
No, people suck.
That's a bit brutal, I'm not going to lie. But in terms of the game, Fuse versus Justus, it's
What do you think of going about this side here? So we did see right off the beginning here, Justus was able to take down basically 3 players, and Fuse wasn't able to get their home flag right away. Are we going to see this similar thing here? And I want to start off with the members of Fuse to see if Justus is going to get bombarded by those deadly danger close grenades.
I'm expecting to see a couple of grenades go flying over the top there, as just having a look. And just trying to figure out who's going to be the player that's going to try and do it. I think they may go off the spawns. Well, Stainville, he's making his way to the right-hand side. Haven't seen any grenades as of yet, but he's going to get that first crucial kill. And if you are just tuning in, don't worry about the complicated maths. The first side was a complete draw, so whoever wins this second side is going to go ahead and pick up the map. Justus 2-1 up in the series as well. If they win, it's best of 5. They're going to advance into the next round of championship bracket.
Both teams actually playing this map a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing. And normally we see as soon as you cap your home flag, you go straight to B, and then you kind of just bait them into B. But we're actually seeing as they kind of fight for a little bit of a flip right off the beginning. And I guess the main reason would be just because the spawns split up and it causes more chaos. But I don't know if I like it.
Well, yeah.
Where are you sitting on it?
It's a tough one, to be completely honest with you. It does come down to team's personal preference. Everyone has different strategies on different sides, and it is interesting from our perspective to see how teams will try and implement it. But it looks like it's actually going to be Fuse who have come out the start, with the more beneficial sort of setup. They have A, they have B, and it's wow, Wheats, he was going off at the very end of that last game. Unfortunately, why? Why did you have to point at my screen?
I had to do it.
You had to curse him.
He's 5-1. He's hanging out. He's being a pro.
Do you want to stay with Wheats?
Huh? Yeah, let's stay with Wheats.
All right, I'm going to stay with Wheats then. 5-1.
I prefer the Vector with the red dot. And what's so funny is the fact that I was talking to Aches about it. I was like, man, I can't shoot the MTAR with the iron sight. And he goes, it really comes down to personal preference, but I think a lot of people just kind of get stuck into the ways of the iron sight. But he goes, personally, love it. Love the Vector with the red dot. And we're starting to see a lot of players use it, and it feels better in my hands.
In your hands?
I barely have thumbs as it is, so I need something.
You're actually a decent player. I'm not gonna lie. I actually watched you play. I've actually played with you as well a couple of times. You can.
I can't snipe in this game.
No,
which hurts me so
I find sniping easy on this game.
I can't. No, I just can't snipe in COD. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Well, I'll try and I'll teach you. I'll give you some lessons. Don't worry.
I just can't do the quick scope thing.
Oh, quick scope. No
scopes? They look so fun.
Zozo Grizz, all that stuff. What was that noise that you just? I've never heard anyone. Never ever heard.
I got a whole soundtrack of noises.
Let's not bring those out until maybe later on. Let's just leave that right there. Right now, Justus. Just having a look, currently 38-35 deficit. 2 minutes late, still plenty of time for them to try and come back into this. as it seems like they are only going to have that alpha flag, so just a home flag. Chino going to try and make some moves towards Charlie, and this could be that Bravo spawn trap once again locked down because they need to grab this flag. Right now, Fuse are going to start to build themselves a very dominant lead, and the tied game off the first side, anyone's game right now.
Yep, taking a look at the break here, the members of Fuse actually waiting for their teammates to spawn up. I'm kind of with it here, as one player is going to be cleaned up here. They're all going to be spawning inside B. We are on board with Justus here, and this is going to be Chino. Chino now, he should be prone right here, but he is not going to do it. A lot of the times you kind of wait and you kind of use those two buildings, those two like random structures there to kind of help you out.
Chino! Chino just going big, picks up 2 important kills. Can he find the third as well? Think 2, yes he can! Chino going massive there. So glad we picked on board with him. Not going to find the fourth though, sadly, but he did just enough. He's managed to get Team Justus back into the lead here in the last 1 minute 30 seconds left. 53-52, they still have that 2 flag, but watch out, someone from Team Fuse, I believe it's going to be Stain. The knife comes in, Stain's going to pick up 1. Can he try and make the magic happen? No, he can't. Wheat's going to be left, blast up. Stunned, taken down, 4 go down. The spawn trap is in full effect right now.
Justus is in the driver's seat here. They do have both flags here. And if I'm Fuse, I'm going to have to try to just smoke and roll out of this at this point. It is very, very hard, and it's a very precarious situation, especially when you're trying to break out of B. It really relies on your gun skill.
It does. It really does. Thing 2 managed to neutralize that home flag, and now it seems like everyone's just jumping on flags at this point. Not really much that Fuse can do. They need to control 2 flags. They have B. Can they try and grab C? 50 seconds remaining. Very close game. Only 7 points in it. They are going to grab that C flag. I believe that's Wheats. He needs to stay alive here because there's going to be a lot of pressure on the flag. The kill comes in, and that may just be the end of this series. Fantastic plays. Heist picks up that kill.
Yep, jumping on board here. Still on board with Heist here. He's going to be controlling the C, starting to push up. They do have the 2 flag here. They have 30 seconds going in the home stretch, and it's looking very, very good for them as Heist is now just on the patrol waiting to kill his enemies.
Oh, he's going to need to make some moves very quickly. They are jumping on that B flag. Heist going to see 1A. Managed to pick up the kill. He's going to have the second, get the kill as well. Heist going huge in the closing seconds of this game, and that is going to be GG. Fantastic plays coming from this Justus lineup, and you have to give Heist so much credit, going 20 and 11 in that second side, but a huge play coming on that A flag from him. Phenomenal plays coming from Heist. You can't preach enough about how clutch he went at the very end. 2 kills on the C flag as well, right at the very end of the game. Fantastic plays from them, and that is actually going to be Justus taking the first series here at UMG Philadelphia.
Heist was getting progressively better
throughout the whole series, right?
Every game. Like game 1, we were like, I don't know what he's doing. Game 2, you're like, at least you got that 2-piece. Like, good job, buddy. I'm really proud of you. Game 3, it was like, okay.
All right, you can roll.
You went -1. You're doing good. And then the last game, he's like, oh, by the way, +9. Just hanging out. Not that big of a deal.
Love it. Fantastic plays from Justus. And, a lot of people, as I said at the very start, looked at this team and were like, well, maybe they had a lucky event. Third MLG, don't really need to watch out for them. They have clearly come here with the same aggression that they left MLG at. They're looking very, very good. And, if you've made a sort of prediction thread at home, you've been tweeting out your predictions, I'm just saying you might want to rethink it. Yeah. Because this Justus team, they're pretty good. Pretty good at Call of Duty. We got Big Snacks.
Swing over
He's
here.
just like, hey.
Well, one of the things is I really love predictions. Like, that's one of my main things. I was in the mountains. I spent the New Year's there, so I wasn't able to do my predictions. So if you guys have predictions, please tweet them at us. Let us know. I would love to see them. Yeah. And I'll even give you that game. Keep in mind, by the way, the matches you are going to be seeing tonight, these teams are guaranteed top 12.
Yes.
Or top 16.
Yes.
They're guaranteed top 16. The bare minimum that Fuse can walk out of here with is top 16. That's called a security blanket. Very to be confused with a space blanket.
Oh, God. You and your blankies. Let's just leave it there.
I am a blanket guy.
But the next game, as we mentioned, mid-broadcast, is actually going to be casted by Optic Gaming's Big Timer and our very own Paradox as well. So do stay tuned for that. We'll be right back with you with some more Call of Duty action here from UMG Philadelphia after this quick commercial break.